Hello everyone. Welcome to a disappointing video that I know most of you didn't want to see. This will be a video explaining the development of Love Letter and why it's now come to a halt. If you don't wish to watch the full video, there will be timestamps of each significant point in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Releasing the first iteration of Love Letter, Lovesick, on YouTube was a pretty great feeling at first. I, nor any of my friends, thought that it would get as popular as it did. Honestly, it's super surprising that I've ended up like this. Looking back on it now, I cringe at how toxic I was being. I remember asking the entire server to repost the trailer to Lovesick since Cleveland Rock took down the original. That just isn't how I want a fan base to work. Now that I think about it, a fan base should support the game from the sidelines. A fan base shouldn't mass repost a video that was rightfully taken down by someone who has full ownership of the music used in said video. Around a month and a quarter of Love Letter's development was when the first rival, Kaya, had started being programmed fully. When I released a video showing off the blurred rival events for Monday, I didn't think about the consequences that would come with including that I programmed her in only 1 week. The comments then became toxic real fast, comparing Yandere Simulator's development time to Love Letters. I feel as if that was the start of the downhill of my mental health. During the development of Love Letter, there was a lot of drama. That's definitely going to happen since Love Letter was seen as a competing game against Yandere Simulator. It felt as if the drama was non-stop and kept coming over and over again. The list just feels like it goes on forever. Most of all the drama is petty and childish. Some of the drama also had no context or explanation behind it, and was very one-sided. I've never bothered to comment on most of it because if I do, then I'll just be spammed with K-pop gifs or told to harm myself, for example. Then came the doxing part of development, where I and a few volunteers of the game had been doxed. In my opinion, doxing is wrong and it's really invasive of privacy, not to mention toxic as hell. Due to the impact of COVID-19, people were forced to stay inside their homes, which caused a lot of the regular toxic people who browse the internet every day to become more active. Thankfully, my current address, state, and a lot of other things were wrong in my docs, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case for others who were doxed. Their information, all of it, had been reposted online and exposed for the world to see. And honestly, it upsets me greatly to have them go through that when they're some of the nicest people I've met. Granted, not all of the people who were doxed are saints, but that does not excuse the act of doxing. Working on Love Letter from the start until now, a lot has changed with me personally. Thanks to all of the harassment I've been getting, the constant comparisons between Yandere Simulator and Love Letter, and other things have caused me to become stressed and really, really sad. I was running on pure motivation, a clear mind of what the game would look like and turn out to be, but since around a month and a half ago, all of that has vanished. Looking at Yandere Simulator now, working on Love Letter, the Yandere Simulator community, they all make me feel gross and disgusted. I don't have the same love and care that I had for this project that I had a month ago. My mental health has been on a downhill drive, and it's caused me to really reflect on myself. And since I haven't been able to sleep due to my increased insomnia, I've been having negative thoughts and began to act on impulse to certain situations. This, all in itself, is the failure of Love Letter. I've pushed myself way too far. I've went over my limit. I'm drained and I can't really put up with it anymore. The team has helped me the best they could have, and I'm so grateful for that. My friends have also been a factor in keeping the game alive, as they would inspire me to keep working. But now it has come time to say goodbye to Love Letter and goodbye to the yandere genre. I feel as if I could do better and excel outside of the yandere genre because, all in all, this entire genre of games is cursed. If you make a yandere game, there's bound to be drama behind it. There's bound to be toxic and hateful communities coming at you while you're developing this game. It's happened to me. It will happen to other people. It's happened to Yandere Dev. That's all I want to comment on the matter. Now, you might be wondering what'll happen now that Love Letter is, disappearing. Well, we're going to take a long, well-deserved break and decide on that ourselves as a team. Most likely, we'll make an original fun game for people to play. You might be asking yourself about what'll happen to Love Letter's unseen and seen characters. Well, we might reuse a lot of them in future games since we had some storyline or certain character aspects that we all enjoyed. And finally, I would like to thank you all so much for coming and staying with me for this long, you know, in development. I do hope to see you guys in the future for more games to come. And remember to be safe and respectful on the internet because it's just humane to do. Goodbye.